Goodbye. Back to the Osage Indians pregame show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
And welcome, everyone, to another presentation of School of the Osage High School Sports. I am Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Wild Wild West on the camera. Mike Forever Young back in the studio. We are live tonight for the first Bank and Lake pregame show in the Kelly Sport Marina press box down here in Cuba, Missouri, where the School of the Osage Indians get set to take on the Cuba Wildcats. Osage coming off what can only be described as a hard-fought win on Tuesday night, Steve, over the Versailles Tigers, a game in which Osage trailed for pretty much the whole game, able to wrangle the lead for a few seconds in the second quarter before taking over late in the fourth, and some clutch free throws from Blake Harrison and Tyler Marshall bring home the win for the Indians on Tuesday. So let's play a little better than that going forward if they want to get set for a very tough and competitive district game, or a set of district opponents. But tonight's opponent is Cuba, who on paper has not had a great season, but it's their court warming, Steve. This gym is packed full of fans, and Osage is going to have to play well tonight to come out of here with a win.
Oh, for sure. You take a look on paper, and Osage is a heavy favorite. You got a Cuba Wildcats team who only has 3 wins against 18 losses. They're scoring 45 points a game, giving up 58. That's a 13-point loss on any given night. Versus, looking at Osage, we're averaging a 15-point win every night. You look at our common opponents, and there's just one that sticks out that intrigues me that seems to be kind of the outlier. We both played Salem. We lose to Salem by 7. They lose to Salem by 3. That's a pretty tight little switch there. You contrast that with St. James, who we beat by 26, and they lost to St. James by 35. So, when we talk that transitive property you talked about, there's so much we don't know on any given night.
I gave up on that, Steve. This team is kind of... You can't use that this season. That Salem game, the St. James game, they've been wild ones. Now, Cuba was in the Lynn tournament with Osage earlier this season. Osage was the 1 seed in that tournament. Cuba was the 6th, so we didn't wind up seeing Cuba in that tournament as Osage went on to win that tournament, and Cuba went on to the left side of the bracket to play that out. So didn't get a chance to see them there. This will be our first time tonight. We did play Cuba last year at School of the Osage, and as far as I remember, Osage got the win in that one.
Yeah, we won by 16, 58-42 last year. And if you look at the history between the two teams, according to Misha, they've just got 4 games. Cuba has yet to get a win against the Indians. I'll be skeptical if that's going to happen tonight. But for me, so as we take a look tonight, for me, it's more about not a win or a loss, but, hey, let's play some good basketball, right? Let's not play down to a lesser opponent. Let's just show them what a good basketball team looks like and just come out knowing who we are, knowing how we play ball, how we win games. Let's step right into that and just show them how it's done.
Yeah, I think tonight's a good night for the Indians to get back on track defensively, and I hope this isn't the case of me winding up eating my words about that, as I could have said that Tuesday night heading into that Versailles game, but hopefully Osage steps up to the plate tonight, hits some jump shots, gets an early lead. They found themselves in an early hole on Tuesday, with it being senior night, a bit of an alternative starting lineup, but at the same time, Tristan Albrecht could not miss his shots. He wound up with 29 for the Tigers, but Osage came away with the 2-point win in that one.
Yeah, I'm looking at the numbers here, and I'm still just can't believe we walked out with the win. We're going in with, we're losing at halftime, and then we lose that third quarter by 6, and I thought, this is just not our night. And then all of a sudden, man, we just turn on the defense, we put on the press, we limit them to 1 bucket in that fourth quarter, win that fourth quarter 13-2, and escape, I'll say, with a 2-point win that night. A night when we were really pretty generous shooting up the 3. We launched 38 threes against Versailles. That'd be okay if we made a few more. We made 8 of them, 21% there. That's hard to win a game when you're doing that, but we found a way.
I guess if you're going to play not great, it's best to come away with a win playing not great, and that's what School of the Osage was able to do. We'll have the broadcast for you right here. You can find it on your radio dial at 102.7, as well as our video stream at MoSportsZone.com. And on YouTube, search MoSportsZone on YouTube, and then you can find the live tab there. Eldon and Hallsville playing tonight. And I think I saw some other games going live later in the evening. A bit of an early start here in Cuba. as it is their court warming, and they've got a dance to get in afterwards. So we're going to have a bit of an early start here tonight, and you can find the video feed on the Cool 102.7 Facebook page. Special night tonight. Not just court warming, Steve. You got a special birthday in your life.
We do. It's my beautiful, wonderful bride's birthday, and here I am in Cuba, Missouri.
No one else you'd rather spend this evening with
I
than
tell
me.
you what. You know, here's the interesting story here. It's also Wild Wild West's wife's birthday.
Yeah.
You're traveling with two men here whose wives are having birthdays.
And they're both spending their evening with me.
I don't know about that. That's not in any marriage book I've ever read, but we're trying it out.
That's the best advice they could give you when it's your wife's birthday. Hang out with Craig Allen, and that's exactly what Wild Wild West and Steve Adams are doing here tonight as the Indians get set to take on the Wildcats down here in Cuba, Missouri. We're going to take a break for the national anthem. Come back, get you set with starting lineups in the opening tip-off after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Aye, Captain, the seas of the Ozarks are too rough. Me and crew can't secure the screens and railings. She'll never be installed right. She ain't sturdy, Captain. Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control.
This is Anna Marie Hopkins with Smarter Move Real Estate Group, powered by Ozark Realty. Now is the time to make the smarter move, and let me help you with your real estate needs. Whether you are buying or selling at the Lake of the Ozarks or anywhere in mid-Missouri, call me, Anna Marie, at 573-544-3587. I can prove there's a smarter move.
She can prove there's a smarter move.
This President's Day, celebrate real savings at Big O Tires. For a limited time, buy 3 Big O brand tires and get the 4th one free during the Big O Tires President's Day sale. That's 4 dependable tires for the price of 3. Designed for better traction, a smoother ride, and confidence on every mile. Upgrade your ride with tires you can count on. This deal won't last. So visit your locally owned and operated Big O Tires today and keep more presidents in your pocket this President's Day. This flu season isn't messing around. Per the CDC, it's the worst in 25 to 30 years. But it's not too late to protect yourself. Join the Flu Vaccine Clinic February 12th from 5 to 7 p.m. at COMC next to Hy-Vee. These 3 vaccines are available for patients 6 months and older. Get vaccinated and stay healthy. Plus, you'll be entered to win 2 tickets to a 2026 concert at Ozarks Amphitheater. It's quick, easy, and convenient.
COMC, the healthy place to be.
Unlock your future with Columbia College, where education works around your life. Earn certificates through master's degrees 100% online with no extra fees and no book costs. Move faster with accelerated 4 and 8-week sessions, plus personalized support and lifelong career resources every step of the way. This is Danielle King, Director of Columbia College, Lake of the Ozarks. Take the next step toward your goals. Apply now at apply.ccis.edu or call 573-348-6463.
The season's over, and it's a great time to inspect your dock for any damage. And Osage Indians Basketball now have back to the action on the court.
Here
Back
in
to
Cuba,
like new
Missouri,
conditions,
for
from
School of the
cables and
Osage High
clamps
School
to bumpers and
Sports. Craig
structural
Allen alongside
integrity.
Steve
They've
Adams,
got you
Wild
covered.
West on the
Make sure your
camera.
dock is ready
Mike
before
Forever
another
Young
season
back
takes
in
the toll.
studio. A bit of an
We'll take-
earlier start tonight as Cuba has their court warming and they had their coronation between the games. So we thought Robert Dubs was king. There is a new king of Missouri, Steve, and it is Cameron Carnell. So if Cameron and Dubs get a chance to face each other tonight, we'll have one true king.
It's good news.
Okay, starting lineups being introduced. First for the visiting Indian, Steve. Starting lineups brought to you by Eagle Stop.
All right, here we go. On the court for the Indians, we've got the Iceman, Braden Clark. We've got the Magician, Maverick Trusty. The Blake Show, Blake Harrison. Attorney at ball, Luke Wolf. And the Gunslinger, Jackson Long.
And starting for the Cuba Wildcats, going to be King Cameron Carnell. He's a senior. As well as Braden Gibson, a junior. Ethan Noltcamper, another junior. Caleb Brown, a sophomore, and A.J. Flores, a junior. So a senior, 3 juniors, and a sophomore on this starting lineup for the Wildcats against the Indians here tonight. As we get set to get this one started. Should be a fun one tonight here. And if not, we'll blame Steve.
I'll take it. My shoulders are broad.
Again, Osage coming into tonight a record of 12-6. The Wildcats of Cuba 3 and, what is that, 16 or 18?
18 is what I have.
They played 21 games this season
That's
already?
a lot. Yeah, they're not very. We have 8 games left, including this one. I think they've got like 4.
Oh,
that doesn't include district play, of course.
Of course. All right, Osage will be going left to right as you're watching on MoSportsZone.com, and that ball tipped out of bounds off of Harrison as Osage wasn't able to corral it. Oh, no, they say off Cuba. No, they say off Osage.
Confusion already, right off the bat.
We are 0 seconds into the game, and confusion has struck.
Hey, it's not very often you see a tipped ball just go straight out of bounds, you know. We saw it here tonight, and the officials are trying to figure out who knocked it out and who's going to get the ball.
I got the video feed up here on my phone here. They just asked me. I'll tell them. Oh, never mind. They say off Cuba, and I think that's right, according to my video replay here in the booth, Steve. Let's go to Gene Steratore, New York. Yeah, Craig, he's tipped it. All right, so Osage will start with the basketball here. A little bit of full court pressure applied by the Wildcats. Maverick has it for the Indians. Looking to get a screen, now does so, trying to go inside to Wolf. Wolf corrals it. And now just hands it off to Harrison, back out to Wolf in the corner. He'll put up a three-pointer, back iron, no good. Fight for the board. And Cuba corrals it. Gibson will control it for the Wildcats as he walks it up, picked up by Clark right at half court. Actually, that's Nolt Camper. Sets a screen, three-pointer up, hits the wire. Above the backboard, that's out of bounds, so turnover back the other way. 7:25 left to go here in this first quarter, brought to you by Rock Island Insurance. Again, some full court pressure here. Osage handling it as Wolf will control it. Trying to go inside to Harrison, great pass, and another pump fake from Harrison. Gets a defender off the floor, makes the basket, it'll count, and he'll go to the line one more.
Foul on Caleb Brown for the Wildcats. And how often do we see that? Not just the pump fake getting him, you know, the clear shot for the second attempt there, but drawing contact at the same time. And he...
Free throw is good, and Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that equals his point total from Tuesday night.
Indeed, it did already. That's early.
Not calling him out, just saying tough night on Tuesday night, and he gets on the board early here in this one to make it 3-0 Osage. Cuba with the basketball. This is King Carnell. Hands it off. Flores to Gibson. Gibson at 15. Now back to Flores. He's picked up by Wolf, trying to go inside. Working against Harrison. The up and under move, and the layup is good from Caleb Brown.
Nice footwork by Brown.
Downtown Caleb Brown. Clark down on the block. Now gives it back. Clark has it. Push shot from 4 feet. Catches the rim twice and falls. The Iceman puts it in. 6:26 left to go here in this first quarter. Brought to you by Rock Island Insurance. Osage up by 3. Gibson off the screen, has it up top. Now dribbles into the corner. Carnell's 3 is up. Back iron, no good. Fight for the board. Wolf has it, saved from going out of bounds. They say off Cuba, back to the Indians. Again, full court pressure here from Cuba. But Osage kind of handling it by just getting it to the players not being covered at half court.
Yeah, we can say ineffective full court pressure for sure.
Wolf's 14-footer, no good. Carnell tracks down the rebound. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first. Carnell gets a screen. Osage switches on. Now off the screen. Gibson's 3, no good. Wolf has the rebound, gives it over to Long. Long will bring it up. Picked up immediately by Gibson, full court. Long has it, now lost it. And Flores picks it up for the Wildcats. They'll give it over to Nolt Camper. So another turnover for School of the Osage, gives it back to the Wildcats. Carnell with it, picked up by Trusty. Tries to spin in, now lost it. Picks it up at 15 feet, hands it off to Flores. Flores going right to the basket. He's blocked by Harrison, and Harrison tracks down the rebound and gives it over to Luke Wolf. Osage now quickly back the other way. Clark inside, picks it up at 15, hands it off to Harrison. Harrison splits 2 defenders, off the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, put back is good, and fouled again to go to the line once more.
That's another foul on Caleb Brown. He's getting in foul trouble early here for the Wildcats. Luke Wolf off to the side. He's going to be okay. Stepped off the court just to kind of tend to something here. Looked like he might have a bloody nose or something, but he's all right.
Free throw no good, keeps the score 7-2. This is Gibson with it. 16-footer up and good. Stepped into that one confidently and hit it. Now Clark gives it up ahead to Harrison. Harrison pulls it back, picks up his dribble, finds Wolf cutting through to Clark underneath the basket. Beautiful passing from the Indians. And Cuba seems to be resigned to picking up Jackson Long full court. And Steve, Osage is just throwing it past Jackson to Clark, Wolf, Trusty, and they're bringing it up into these 4-on-4s, 4-on-3 situations. Now Carnell gets a step on his defender, goes right to the basket to make it a 3-point game again. Long has it, he's picked up by Gibson. Gets a screen, now gets another screen. 15-footer up, no good. Rebound goes right to Wolf. Wolf up top to Harrison. Pump fakes the 3. Goes into the lane, lost it. Off of Cuba, though, out of bounds. A fortuitous bounce for the Indians. It'll be a baseline inbound coming up. 9-6, 4:17 left to go here in the first. Brady Clark set to inbound it for the Indians. And he'll go into Long in the corner. He'll step into the triple. Back iron, no good. Goes right to Harrison. Harrison stripped from behind, off of Cuba, stays here with the Indians.
Jackson Long just got a little bit of space and pulled the trigger here, but boy, they're not giving him much. They're really keying off.
Off the inbound, Maverick Trusty gets it, and the Magician hits his first triple of the night. That's his 98th 3 attempt of the season.
12-6 in favor of the Indians. 4 minutes left in this first quarter.
Ball goes into the corner, 3-pointer is up, and there's the answer from Ethan Noltkamper. Long inside to Harrison. Gives it back out to Wolf. Wolf out to Clark. Clark up top to Harrison. Trying to come in with the help defense from behind there, and they are just face guarding the perimeter players, Long and Trusty. Honestly, the kid who was guarding Maverick right there, Steve, had a chance to kind of turn around and knock the ball away from Harrison, but he's just staring at Maverick, guarding him all the way down the floor. 3:41 left. Baseline inbound coming up. Substitutions on the floor for the Indians include Ethan Wall and the floor general. Willoughby goes in off the inbound to Long. His 3-pointer is up. No good. Weak side rebound down to Gibson. Now gives it to Noltkamper. He lost it going into the lane, out of bounds. Turnover back to the Indians.
Noltkamper was free to roam there. He's going to get the ball right in the lane and only had Blake Harrison to deal with and just lost control.
Trying to find Long on the backdoor cut. Now up top to Harrison. Pump fakes the 3. Dribbles in. Kicks it out the wall. Over to Maverick. Maverick, the step back triple off the screen. Back iron, no good. Long rebound comes out to him. Spins in. Tries to find Willoughby out in the corner. Wall got in the way there. But now the entry pass goes into Wall. They pull the chair out on him, and it's no foul. But they say off Wall, out of bounds. Turnover back to the Wildcats. 12-9 here, 3 minutes left to go in the first.
The motor, Tyler Marshall on the floor, going to give Jackson Long his first breather of the night. Jackson Long working hard out there. Again, they're just not giving him much space at all here as he's trying to look for opportunities offensively.
This is Noltkamper to Gibson off the screen. Now gets a step into the lane. Floater off the rim and catches just enough of it to fall.
Gibson with 4 points tonight.
Marshall back behind this press. Hands it off to Harrison. Harrison working against Flores. Out to Marshall. His 3-pointer is up. Front iron, no good. Rebound falls on the floor, and Felipe Valadez picks it up for the Wildcats. Carnell out to Valadez. Now up top, this is Flores working against Wall. Picks up his dribble, now gives it over to Carnell. Cuba a chance to take the lead here. Ball swung into the corner. Now over to Gibson, swung over to Flores. Flores back and Wall in. Picks up his dribble over to Carnell. Carnell will step into a 3 and gets it. And Cuba takes the lead for the first time tonight, 14-12. Marshall on the wing, cross-court pass, three-pointer up, and Tyler Marshall answers with the three of his own. 15-14, under 2 minutes to go here in the first.
Well, I tell you, Cardinal for the Wildcats looks like an athlete. When he takes a jump shot, man, he can really elevate.
That's why he's king. Into the lane, ton of contact. Blake Harrison draws the charge foul. I think the basket's going to be no good there. Yeah, an offensive foul.
No Camper with his first foul of the night.
You know what's crazy is Tyler Marshall made that three, and now they're just saying, let's guard him full court. Look, he's not even looking at the ball, Steve. This is you got to be able to attack this kind of defense. Harrison, pump fakes. Beautiful pass inside to Wall, and Wall up and in.
Nice.
Sorry, go
I was
ahead.
going to say, nice assist by the Blake Show, Blake Harrison there. Sharing with the big there.
Gibson with it in the corner. Ton of contact. They're going to call a blocking foul on the floor on Marshall. First foul on the Indians. 14 fouls on Cuba here in this first quarter with 1:17 left to go. Baseline inbound coming up for the Wildcats. 17-14 on the scoreboard. Carnell gets it. And they say he shuffled his feet before making his way to the basket. A turnover back to the Indians. Looks like Cuba has kind of called off their full court press. They've switched to a zone here now. Willoughby with it. Trying to go out to Harrison, but that pass stolen by Flores. Willoughby knocks it away as he makes his way down the floor. Stays with the Wildcats. Sideline inbound coming up. Osage didn't even have a chance to get into their zone offense there. Gibson off a screen. His three-pointer is up and good. Ties this one up at 17.
Gibson with 7 here tonight. We got timeout on the floor.
Timeout taken by Osage with 54 seconds left to go here in the first. Brought to you by Rock Island Insurance. See what Coach Henshaw wants to talk about here in this final minute of the first quarter. As Cuba has come out and has been awful gamey tonight. Their players hitting some shots. And Osage unable to kind of pull out with a lead here, playing definitely a different kind of defense than what the Indians have seen from anyone this season.
Hey, I'm more concerned about just the points we're giving up. We're talking about a team that's scoring 45 points a game, and we've already given up 17 points here with a minute left in this first quarter. We got to step up defensively and just create some havoc for them.
I think there's some conversations. I think some players are switching on screens, and some players may not have been switching on screens. So we'll see if the Indians can get on the same page there. Osage led the basketball for this final 54 seconds here in the first quarter. Well, they won't have it the whole time. Eventually, Cuba will get it back. We'll see. Good call. Marshall hands it off to Willoughby. Inside to Harrison, dumps it off for Wall. He's fouled. Basket's no good, so he'll go to the line for 2. Again, though, a beautiful pass, a beautiful touch pass there.
Foul on Carnell for the Wildcats, his first of the night. Yeah, I like the unselfish play there. Just share with each other. Again, that's Blake Harrison. You might be surprised how I don't know his numbers for assists, but I tell you what, he is definitely willing to share the ball. Ethan Wall misses his first free throw.
Don't have my Ethan Wall stats picture. I guess I missed it today. Apologies to Ethan. Ewall, sorry, yeah. Second free throw, no good. Rims off, and Cuba has a chance to take the lead here towards the end of the first. Carnell hands it off to Flores. Flores in the lane, kicks it out. This is Gibson. Steps into a 15-footer, no good. Wolf down with the rebound, now kicked up ahead. Marshall hit from behind, kicks it out to Willoughby. Willoughby pump fakes the 3. 20 seconds left here. Long, he'll pump fake. Now steps into a 15-footer on the baseline. Front iron, no good. Weak side rebound down to Gibson. And then Marshall called for the foul as Gibson tumbles to the deck. Second team foul on the Indians here.
And both of those going to Tyler Marshall. He's got 2 fouls on the night. I tell you what, the Indians are doing is just giving the Wildcats a chance to believe here tonight. You know, on paper it didn't look good, but they're hanging with us here at the end of this first quarter. They have a great start.
They are not playing like a team that has just won 3 games this season, that is for sure. 3 seconds, Gibson step back 3 as time expires. It's good, and Cuba will take a 3-point lead to the second quarter, 20-17. We'll take a break. Come back with the start of the second after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
The season's over, and it's a great time to inspect your dock for any damage. Dam Steel and CWD Supply have everything you'll need to get your dock back to like-new condition. From cables and clamps to bumpers and structural integrity, they've got you covered. Make sure your dock is ready before another season takes a toll. Located right on D Road in Osage Beach. Stop by or call them today. Dam Steel and CWD Supply. Your trusted steel and dock people since 1982. Don't wait. Schedule your dock inspection now. When it's time for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency matter even more. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll get competitive pricing on Air Ease products. Industry-leading comfort built on over 80 years of experience and innovation. For nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed has proudly served the Lake area and Jefferson City, providing reliable products from reliable people. DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, where comfort meets trust, and they're hiring. Join their growing team today. This is Osage Indians Basketball. Back to the game. Back to the game on Cool 102.7.
Back here in Cuba, Missouri, School of the Osage High School Basketball. 1 quarter of play in the books, and after 8 minutes, Osage down by 3, 20-17. Cuba halfway to their point per game season total after 1 quarter, Steve.
Big part of that, they're shooting 4 for 7 from threes as Flores launches another one, misses that one.
Now Clark hit from behind, goes to the deck, over to Wolf. Long on the wing, his 3 is up, back iron, no good, fight for the board, Flores has it. This quarter brought to you by American Sun Control. Back come the Wildcats. Carnell picks it up. Now has it in the corner, trying to find an entry lane on the interior. Ethan Wall trying to deny it. Carnell picks up his dribble, hands it off to Gibson. Gibson was 7 early on for the Wildcats, hands it off to Flores. Flores picks up his dribble, needs some help, finds Carnell out near the volleyball line. Carnell spins in, lost it right at 15 feet. Now gets into the lane, spin, turnaround, shot off the glass, rims around and falls. 5-point lead for Cuba. Wolf has it on the interior. They say he's hit and fouled by Felipe Valadez. Baseline inbound coming up for the Indians.
Valadez first of the night, first foul here. We got Willoughby with the baseline inbound.
Off the inbound, Long's three-pointer is up. Front iron, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Clark's going to corral it, but they say he was on the inline. Turnover back to the Wildcats.
22-17 in favor of the Wildcats here on their home floor. 7 minutes here left in this first quarter, or second quarter.
Carnell working against Long in the lane. They're going to say he traveled as he tried to make his move on Jackson. Turnover back to the Indians. Blake Harrison, Maverick Trusty check in. Osage down by 5, 6:47 left to go here in the second. Brought to you by American Sun Control.
Ethan Wall and Willoughby taking a breather here.
Seth Adderley checks in. His job will be to guard Jackson Long full court. Wolf has it now up top. Gives it to Harrison. Working underneath. He spins in to a double team. They're going to say a jump ball. It'll stay here with the Indians.
Jump ball. Yeah, Flores pretty excited about that. Flores, a young man that if you were to look at him without a basketball uniform, you wouldn't say, hey, that's a baller, but he's making a difference for his Wildcats here. They're not playing well.
Hey, I can relate. Younger Craig Allen, man, not older, but younger Craig Allen.
You're quite the athletic specimen.
Well, now I get confused with Brad Pitt. Maverick with it out on the perimeter. Finds Brady Clark at 14. Dribbles in, 12-foot floater up and in to make it a 3-point game, 22-19.
Clark's got 6 tonight. Sorry,
6:22 left to go here in the second. You're good. Your interrupting comes from a place of love. Adderley has it, picked up by Wolf. He hands it back off to Noltkamper, and they call a foul out on the perimeter on Wolf with a tiny bump.
He kind of did that twice in a row, and I guess the official says, hey, I don't like that. We're gonna
I didn't like it the first time, and I don't like it even more now.
Wolf's first foul of the night.
Flores goes into Gibson. Gibson back to Flores. Big jump stop there. Up top, Gibson will put up a triple. Back iron, no good. Rebound goes out to Wolf. Wolf hands it off to Trusty. Under 6 minutes to go in the second. Maverick has it, gets a screen. Ball goes to Clark in the corner. Back up top to Trusty. He is jumped by Nolt Camper, who gets the steal. A lot of contact out there, no call. Flores hands it off to Gibson. Up top to Nolt Camper. Now Flores almost lost a handle on it, did lose a handle on it. Regathers it around the three-point line. Gives it back up top to Gibson. Cuba now taking their time with this possession. Now to Adderley. Adderley to Flores, lost a handle on it. Maverick comes up with the steal and goes right to the basket for the finger roll layup to make it a one-point game.
Maverick Trusty with 5 on the night.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the second. It's a one-point game. Cuba out in front. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 22-21. Osage down by 1. 4:51 left to go here in the second. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
At DL Truck and Trailer Outfitters, they build trailers tough enough for every season. Built to last and built for you. From utility trailers to heavy-duty trailers. They've got the perfect fit for your to-do list. If you need a trailer just for a day, week, or month, DL Truck and Trailer Outfitters offers flexible rental options to fit your needs. Check out their large selection today. DL Truck and Trailer Outfitters, located at the Highway 17 junction in Eugene. Back to Osage Indians basketball on Cool 102.7.
4:51 left to go here in this second quarter in Cuba. As Osage is down by 1, 22-21 to the Wildcats here on their court warming night. And speaking of him, he has lost a handle on it, and Osage has a steal. Maverick down towards the basket, and he gets another steal, or excuse me, another finger roll layup off the steal and the turnover. That puts Osage back out in front now. 23-22, Osage doing it with their defense now.
Nice finish for Trusty. There's definitely contact there at the rim. Should have been a whistle called for a foul there.
Now Maverick knocks it away from Carnell. He tries to go underneath. That ball off the hands of Valadez, out of bounds. Good idea by Carnell. Valadez just couldn't handle it.
Well, and Trusty just creating some havoc here defensively.
Now that name's taken. You got to come up with, get your thesaurus out for havoc. We have that name taken.
Chaos, disruption.
Disruption's a lame name. I like it. On the wing, Brady Clark's three-pointer is up. Rims off, no good. Rebound tipped out. Flores tracks it down for the Wildcats. Gesundheit, 23-22. Osage out in front by 1. A sneeze that only Steve and I could hear. Trying to work into the lane. They're going to call a foul on Harrison as downtown Caleb Brown was going through the paint. Well, I guess the bare area of the lane. It's not painted.
It's true.
I'm not calling it that.
You're not going to call it the bear area? That sounds so good.
That sounds like
just rolls off the tongue.
B-E-A-R? Cuba with the basketball here. Flores spins in. Kicks it out. Now swung around. This is Carnell with it. Over on the wing, Gibson off a screen up top. Back over to Carnell. He'll step into a triple right iron. No good. Clark has the rebound for the Indians. Kicks it over to Maverick. Maverick up ahead to Jackson Long. Hill thought about the three. Now picks it up. Kicks it over. Clark on the other wing. Three-pointer up from him and good. Nice skip pass there from Jackson Long to Brady Clark, who hits the triple on the opposite wing.
Clark with 9. That's a big shot. With all the attention that Long is getting, we need someone else to step up from the perimeter.
Flores going to be called for the travel. Good job with the help defense there. Clark came over, and Flores lost his footing and turns it over. Gives it back to Osage. 3:12 left to go here in this second quarter. Brought to you by American Sun Control. Osage out in front, 26-22 over the Wildcats. I got to stand up every now and again. These bleachers, not the most comfortable seat.
No, I agree. No argument there.
On the wing, three-pointer up from Long, back iron, no good. Fight for the board between two Indians. Wall corrals it. Now ball goes inside. Harrison spins in, pump fakes, another pump fake, turn, shot up and in.
Harrison with 7 on the night.
Makes it a 6-point game now. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Brought to you by American Sun Control. Ball goes on the wing. This is Nolt Camper with it. He's picked up by Clark. Looking for Carnell. Good defense there by Ethan Wall to deny that pass up top. Gibson with it. Cuba really, once again, taking their time with these possessions. Wall jumps the passing lane. Cardinal will have to track it down in the backcourt. Cuba will reset here on this possession. 2:35 left to go in the second quarter. Cardinal working against Wall. Now hands it off. It's downtown Caleb Brown with it. He gives it over to Gibson. Do you think that's his nickname, or we just...
I think it is now.
It is now. I'll let Cuba know. Nolt Camper gets a step on his defender and goes right to the basket for the easy layup.
A little miscommunication on the switching there, and so he had a wide open lane in the bare part of the floor, as you said.
That's correct. B-A-R-E. Long up top, three-pointer away. Back iron, no good. Long rebound comes out to Willoughby. Willoughby to Long. Inside the Wall. Wall barely puts his shoulder in, but it's enough contact to be an offensive foul. I didn't see enough there, Steve. Did you?
I did not, because I was looking at my screen. So that's his first foul of the night. So I'm going to side with you on that one.
I've never been wrong. Although you do have some books that might help us in the future. You text me late Tuesday night.
I do.
What were they?
I'm wanting to get some training to be official, but not to be an official, just to be a better broadcaster.
Where did you get those books at?
Misha.
Are you able to get a refund?
You don't think I should do this, huh?
Oh, the text came in at like 10:30 at night, and it's just a picture of 3 books that's like Guide to Officiating High School Basketball Games.
So you kind of ran. I was trying to send you a subtle message there.
Foul on Maverick Trusty on that last play. Now the shot up, no good by Cardinal. Maverick with the rebound. He wants to run, a lot of contact. Shot on the glass, no good. It's a blocking foul, and Maverick will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Calling that one on 12. Gibson, his first foul of the night.
And see, Jackson Long had a flopping call against him on Tuesday night. And now we're seeing Coach Henshaw want that. You don't see the flopping call. In fact, I think that was the first time all season that we saw the flopping call. It probably has an official name, by the way. It's probably very...
I bet it's in those books.
Way to tie it all together. You're probably right.
Never Trusty hits the first. He's got 8.
Second free throw, rims off, no good, but the rebound tracked down by Nolt Camper. Osage with 4 fouls. The next one will send Cuba to the free throw line. This is Cardinal with it. Tries to hand it off to Gibson. Willoughby jumps the passing lane, but can't come up with it. Now Gibson in the lane, hands it off. Brown, shot up, no good. Weak side rebound down to Maverick. Osage wants to push, trying to throw it up ahead. And while we saw that connection in football quite a few times, Trusty to Wall, that one is incomplete, out of bounds, turned over back to Cuba.
Osage still up, 29-24. We got about a minute left in this half.
Now Osage wanting to turn the defensive pressure here. Brown goes on the inside, not looking for the pass, and Harrison comes up with the steal. Maverick across the timeline, over to Colt Butler, who's checked in. Butler inside the Wall. Wall just flings it up at the rim, and again, makes the easy look difficult sometimes, but gets the result you want. Ethan Wall.
His second back of the night, he's got 4.
Brown picks it up, now goes back into the corner. This is Nolt Camper with it. Right to left, goes right into the defense, no foul. Body hit the deck. Cuba with the offensive rebound. Brown has it up top, 3-pointer, no good. Wall with the board, kicks it up ahead to Harrison. Harrison, Euro step, turn, push shot up, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds off Cuba, stays here with the Indians. 31-24, 27 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Baseline inbound coming up for the Indians. Willoughby, the trigger man. Off the inbound, Maverick wide open on the wing. He'll step into a triple, right iron, no good. Fight for the board, tipped away. Cuba comes up with it. Colt Butler tips the outlet pass, and Harrison has the steal. Harrison splits defenders, no call, but gets the layup to make it a 9-point game.
9-point lead and 9 points for Blake Harrison.
10 seconds left to go here. Cardinal with it. He's going to hand it off to Brown. Brown working against Harrison. Gibson off a double screen. 3-pointer up from him. Rims off, no good. And Wall tracks down the board for the Indians, and they'll take a 9-point lead into halftime. We'll take a break. Come back with the High V halftime show when Steve ranks it after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Is your garage door creaking, squeaking, or just plain loud? Hi, it's Paul Dooley with Dooley Overhead Doors. We fix noisy doors with new springs and expert adjustments. And if it's time for an upgrade, we can make that happen using only top quality material and service. In 40 years, we've seen a lot of changes here at the lake, but we're still here because of our great sales and customer service. Let us show you how. Call Dooley Overhead Doors at 573-348-4399.
Tired of settling for low CD rates at your bank? Lock in a great rate at First Bank of the Lake today. We offer some of the best CD rates in the nation. CDs make saving a cinch. They combine security with great investment returns. Don't miss out. Maximize your savings with a secure, high-yield CD. Check out our rates at fblake.bank and lock in a great CD rate today with First Bank of the Lake. Member FDIC. See bank for details.
Hey, Missouri. When you're looking for a reliable pit stop, look no further than Eagle Stop. Family owned with over 50 locations. Whether you're gassing up or grabbing snacks, you'll always get a clean, consistent, and quality experience. And you're going to want to reward yourself with snacks, drinks, and fuel discounts. Download their brand new app today. Earn points with every purchase. Eagle Stop, where your journey is their passion. Stop by today and see why they're Missouri's favorite. The 3-day big game bargain sale now at Hy-Vee and Osage Beach. Get 1 pound fresh ground beef rolls, $4.88. Pepsi 12 packs and 6 packs, $3.99. Single topping 14-inch Mia pizzas, $5.99. Bakery fresh cookies, $3.99. On the border chips, $1.98. And Frito-Lay chips, $1.99. Don't forget your game day ready trays, dips, and platters to make the game day simple and delicious at your Osage Beach Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
You're listening to Osage Indians Basketball. KQUL Lake Ozark. It's the halftime show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here for the Hy-Vee halftime show in Cuba, Missouri. Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams. Wild Wild West on the camera. Mike Forever Young back in the studio. And at halftime, the Indians up by 9 over Cuba, 33-24. But that score is not indicative to how this first half has played out. Osage putting together a good second quarter to take the lead back from Cuba and has stretched it out to 9, Steve.
Yeah, down by 3 after the first quarter. Then they score 16 points to Cuba's 4 points. So you're looking at a home team that came out with all kinds of energy, and they were hitting some shots and just looking good and just kind of defying the odds with that early lead. And then we just come down and clamp down, start hitting some shots of our own. Really, offense has not been a problem for Osage all night long. We've been scoring. They just had a hard time slowing down the Wildcats. But, man, when you can hold them to 4 points in that second quarter, that's a heck of a turnaround. Nice job for the Indians.
Indeed. So Osage, though, still struggling from the field. They have not shot the ball well the last couple games now over a stretch, and that seems to be continuing here tonight. But Osage, it's part not making shots, and to be honest, Steve, it's somewhat part shot selection, too. You got to pick your shots, and you got to know when to go in, and Osage doing a better job tonight of really attacking the 12 to 15-foot area, getting some good looks at the rim. I love what I've seen as far as passing between the big guys. Harrison has found Ethan Wall right at the rim a couple times for some great looks. And we've seen Brady Clark finish near the rim a few times as well. So Osage doing what they can on offense to kind of keep Cuba at bay. Cuba had a 20-point first quarter to take the lead. But as you said, Steve, they shut them down here in the second.
Hey, when you look at our shooting percentages, what I've got for Osage inside the three-point line, we're shooting 11 for 16 for 69%. That's pretty good. You'll take that on most nights. Outside that three-point line, 3 for 13 for 23%. Scoring for the Indians so far tonight, we got the Blake Show, Blake Harrison with 9. Jackson Long is yet to crack the scorebook open here. Tyler Marshall with 3. Maverick Trusty with 8. Brady Clark with 9. Nice job for him. He's got a tray in there. Ethan Wall with 4. And that's who I have for Osage scoring. And then for the Wildcats, we've got Carnell with 7, Gibson with 10, Noltmeyer with 5, and Brown with 2.
Osage up by 9, 33-24 here at the Hy-Vee halftime show. We'll take a break, come back with Steve Ranks It, where tonight, in honor of the Winter Olympics starting tonight, Steve is going to rank his top 5 Winter Olympic events. So you think about that. You got 30 seconds before we come back, and Steve tells you his. Osage up by 9.5. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Since 1977, Kelly's Port has been the trusted name for boating at Lake of the Ozarks. Whether you're chasing fun with the best selection of Bennington pontoons or cruising into the sunset on a luxurious Tiara yacht, Kelly's Port has the answers to your boating dreams. They're the #1 Regal Boats dealer in the nation. Plus, they carry Ski Nautique and Grady White. Sales, service, financing, storage. They've got it all. Kelly's Port in Osage Beach and on the 19.5-mile marker.
What's hot? What stank? Steve's here now and he's ready to rank. If you want to know the top 5 picks, just sit back while Steve ranks it. 1, 2, 3, he's making the list. 4 and 5, you get the gist. Fries, films, whatever's legit. He's the man, Steve ranks it.
Back here in Cuba, Missouri, and it is time before the world's hottest mid-Missouri high school basketball halftime segment in America. It is time for Steve Ranks It, where I give Steve a category and he tells me his top 5 of that category. And tonight, in honor of the Winter Olympics starting in Italy, Steve is going to rank his top 5 Winter Olympic sports. And Steve, the floor is yours. Or should I say, the ice is yours.
Oh, I like it. I'm going to lead with my honorable mentions here, just to eliminate some possibilities. I'm going to say all sledding events, whether it's bobsledding or the luge or the skeleton. Those are pretty cool. I know those have to take a lot of skill, but kind of just look at it and think, hey, I could slide down a hill.
Yeah.
You know? That's fun to watch.
I think me, you, Wes, and Mike would be a great bobsled team. I'll look into that.
Alpine skiing, man. Those people just flying down those slopes. Again, they just make it look easy. Wow, it's amazing. But here's my list. Number 5. It's kind of, it'll surprise you. But for some reason, I really like watching the cross-country skiing relay events. I just love relay events when it comes to track. You put some skis on somebody, and these athletes that just have all this stamina flying around the snow. I love it. Number 4, ski jumping.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, that coming down the big ramp and just flying through the air like you're Superman.
Can you imagine?
I just can't.
I would be terrified.
Yeah, that's definitely a winter sport that I'm like, no, I'm not. I can't do that.
I don't want to give stuff away, but before we got winter sports, we were talking about roller coasters. Very similar vibe there with the ski jumping for sure.
Oh, for sure. That was 3. That was 4. Number 3, I like the short track speed skating.
Yeah, I do too.
And again, the relay events where they're flying in and out and in and out. Those big blades on their skates. Oh, I just love it.
But could you imagine you work your whole life to get to the Olympics and then like you're wiped out at the finish line? Like that, and that happens. That's pretty common in those speed skating events. But I love watching them.
The quads those athletes have, oh man, just impressive athletes. Number 2, and I'd like to say maybe this is more than one event, but maybe all things snowboarding, right? Maybe the half-pipe snowboarding, or maybe the snowboarding cross where you've got like 4 athletes at a time coming down a hill through all these obstacles, racing against each other. I love it.
That's okay. Yeah, that's a more recent event for the Winter Olympics, snowboarding, but I've yet to really fall in love with it, but I'll definitely watch it.
Number 1, and again, maybe because it's an event that I think I could do, even though I'm sure it's much harder than that. I'm going to go with curling.
Yeah. Let me be honest with you. I'm going to zag. I think curling is too mainstream now. I think everybody loves curling too much. So I'm out on curling. Give me bobsled, give me skeleton, give me that cool stuff. Give me the speed skating, I like that. Occasionally, give me the figure skating if it's going to be something cool.
Yeah, I put that as an honorable mention. Here's my, I didn't have a bottom 5, but here's one I can't do. It's not figure skating, but it's close. Just the ice dancing.
Yeah.
I'm not, no, I'm not. Come on, if you don't have skates and you're not jumping and twisting and I know, I'm out.
Yeah, if there's not a chance that like you could cut yourself while you're doing it, I'm out. I'm out too. No ice dancing for Steve. Those are Steve's top 5 winter sports. You can let us know what your top 5 winter sports are as well. And of course, heard back on some cities as well. We didn't say Sweetburg, a city I'm very familiar with, spelled B-O-R-G at the end, Sweetborg. Swedenborg. And then there was, man, now I feel bad. There was one my brother told me as well, and I forgot what it was. I don't know if he texted. I don't think he texted to me, but Jason, if you're listening, I forgot what city you said was hard to pronounce.
Send it to us.
Pronounce. I don't think that's right either.
No, it fits though. It's so good.
It's so terrible. This halftime show.
Terrible. It's a great show.
It's terrible, Steve. It's terrible. Terrible halftime show, Steve.
Third quarter underway, brought to you by Berkshire Hathaway and Match. Of course, that was my Christopher Walken. Flores hands it off, ball knocked away, and Brown gives it over, and Cuba retains possession. Of course, I was told not to call him Downtown Brown. They said don't give away team players nicknames. That's what I was told. And when it's your birthday, I'm going to say, okay.
You get what you want.
That's right.
That's why I'm here. Amy's getting what she wants. She sent me to Cuba.
But she thought it was the country.
Well, that's fair.
Blake dribbles in, finds Luke Wolf, 15-footer, back iron, no good. Rebound tracked down by Brady Clark. He's wide open in the corner, puts up the three, another back iron, no good. Flores tracks down the defensive board for the Wildcats. Now over, Gibson wide open for three, back iron, no good. Fight for the board. Brown has it, lost it on the deck, picks it up, gives it over to Carnell. Carnell back to Gibson. Goes away from the screen, now hands it off. Noltmeyer to Flores. Flores can't handle it, but gathers it quickly. Flores working against Wolf. Over to Gibson. Gibson behind his back, now back out to Flores. They call him for a travel before he takes off there.
They need to call him for something. It looked like he was carrying the ball in the possession there. He's not the greatest ball handler here. That's at least the second time he's been called for travel.
Long has it for the Indians. He'll hand it off to Clark. Maverick. Down to Harrison. Trying to go across the lane to Wolf, but that passing lane read by Brown, and he gets the steal. So not the third quarter start that the Indians have wanted. Oh, Steve, I just figured this out. The band has been great tonight here for Cuba. That's actually the alumni band. I wondered why there were some gray hairs over there in the trombone and trumpet section, but apparently that is the alumni band. All right, that makes more sense now. Shot good right at the rim by Cuba, makes it a three-point game. Maverick, he'll step into a three, and he'll get it to go. 36-28.
Lights the crowd there with a nice perimeter shot. Trusty with 11.
What instrument would you play in an alumni band, Steve?
I've always been a big fan of the triangle.
Oh, did you not play an instrument growing up?
For a few short months of my life in 6th grade, I played the trombone, but it didn't stick.
Long with the pass to Luke Wolf, who finishes right at the rim. Beautiful look from Long, and good finish there by Luke Wolf. For the video broadcast, going to call me out, Steve. Be generous.
A little bit.
Flores spins in, and his 8-footer is up and in. And Cuba is not going away. They are coming out playing with some confidence here in the third. Brady Clark has it in the corner. Goes to Harrison. Harrison pump fakes, gets Carnell off the floor, can't finish. Another pump fake, and this time he does finish, and he's fouled, and he goes to the line for one more.
And we've seen so many times, you know, the three-point play here by Blake Harrison, getting the foul as he makes the bucket. But we've also seen the first miss, rebound, and then getting that foul called a number of times. He knocks down the free throw. He's got 12 tonight, 41-32 in favor of the Indians.
Just under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter, brought to you by Berkshire Hathaway and Matt Shrimp. They say off Clark out of bounds as he has the defense against Gibson there. Now Carnell will inbound it. Looking to get it to Noltmeyer. Camper. Brown. Tough angle. Got it around Harrison and gets it to go.
Not the first time that Brown has outmaneuvered Harrison there in the paint. We've got a whistle call here.
Yeah, they're going to call that on Gibson working full court against Jackson Long.
It's his second foul of the night.
Just throw it down here to Brady Clark. There you go. Now attack. Okay. Give it back to Wolf. 7-point lead. Clark over to Maverick. He'll step into a three. Front iron, no good. And Carnell down with the rebound, and he will slam it home for the Wildcats. And that'll get this crowd on their feet. Clark in rhythm, three-pointer up, no good. Wolf has it, tries to save it back in, but they say he's out of bounds. And now Cuba playing with all the momentum. 41-36. Cuba with the basketball down by 5. Osage showing some full court pressure here now. Carnell over to Flores. Flores, spin move in the lane. Finds Gibson on the wing. Three-pointer up, rims around, doesn't fall. Brown tips it out to Carnell. Carnell back out to Gibson. He'll put up another three. Right iron, no good. Harrison with the rebound. Now Harrison wants to move. He'll bring it down the floor. Goes right past his man and the easy finger roll at the rim.
Got 14. On the other end, Gibson's 2 for 9 from three-point land. Launched 2 right in a row there.
I feel like he hit his first 2, though, didn't it?
That may be right. He's got 10 on the night.
43-36. Osage on defense. 3:27 left to go here in the third. Flores working against Wolf. Picks it up, now goes out to Carnell. They say tip by Osage, stays here with the Wildcats. Substitution on the floor for the Indians.
We got Tyler Marshall, we got Willoughby, and we got Wall coming on the floor. Wolf, Clark, and Long getting breathers.
Flores, Nolt Camper. Brown back to Flores. He'll step into a triple. Back iron, no good. And Maverick, great job boxing out, comes down with that rebound. Now wants to work down the floor, finds Willoughby in the corner. Three-pointer up from him. And Willoughby hits the triple to make it a double-digit game. Now Coach Hinshaw wanting some full court pressure here. Flores kicks it over to Brown, over to Gibson. He pump fakes the three. Now he'll step into one. Rims off, no good. Harrison has the board. Splits a defender. Now goes past 2, goes past 3, kicks it out to Maverick in the corner, wide open for the triple. Front iron, no good. Rebound tip, kept alive, knocked around. Gibson winds up with it. Gibson will bring it up into the lane, attacks the basket. Tough take, no good. Ethan Wall with the rebound. Now Tyler Marshall across the timeline. He's going to go right to the basket. His shot knocked out of bounds by Brown. Baseline inbound for the Indians coming up.
Tyler Marshall, who usually finds some way to finish at the rim, he there was just no way to do it. Couldn't get close enough to do that reverse that he loves so much. He's not going to be faced by any kind of block from anybody.
Ball knocked out of bounds on the inbounds. Looks like Wall and Harrison were standing right next to each other. Thankfully, it goes off Cuba out of bounds.
Osage up by 10, 46-36. 2 minutes left in this third quarter.
Maverick trying to find Wall on the inside. He does. And Wall tries to hand it off to Harrison, and he's fouled right before he can do that. Aggressive handsy defense results in a foul on Felipe Valadez.
Valadez with his second of the night.
I think it's the third team foul here in this quarter on the Wildcats. Wall gets it in the corner, has Trusty right behind him. I don't think they knew about the spacing issues there. Willoughby gets it on the wing. Three-pointer up, back iron, no good. Rebound off of Wall's hands and goes right to Adderley. Still a 10-point game here. 46-36 in the third quarter. Coach DJ Dace wants him to slow it down a bit here. I don't think they started the clock off that inbound, Steve.
I think you're right as I look at the clock.
Interesting.
Not enough time has passed.
Good defense there from Harrison. Came over with the help against Nolt Camper. Now hands it off to Marshall. Marshall, the reverse layup up and in.
There's that finish he's so good at.
Now Cuba trying to deal with this full court pressure from the Indians. Adderley gives over to Flores. Flores lost it. Harrison comes up with it. Harrison goes right to the basket, and he'll do the reverse layup to make it 50-36, a 14-point lead for the Indians. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 1:35 left to go here in the third. Osage up by 14. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
At Lake Regional Health System, excellence is everywhere, in the care of a nurse and the dedication of a doctor. As our pursuit of excellence continues, we're proud to announce our membership in the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Their specialists in research supporting ours, because excellence lives here. Learn more at lakeregional.com/mail.
Cool 102.7 and Osage Indians Basketball. Now, back to the action on the court.
1:35 left to go here in this third quarter, brought to you by Berkshire Hathaway and Matt Shrimp. Osage has extended this lead out to 14 over the Cuba Wildcats.
Winning this quarter by 5, 17-12 for a quarter score. So we talked about just a dominating performance in that second quarter, 16-4 quarter score. Now they're backing it up here. Not letting down.
Using some full court pressure to force some turnovers and get points off of those. Now they'll continue the full court pressure here. Looking to do some full court man-to-man. Except for Flores. Now they come over and trap him. To Noltkamper. Over to Gibson. Now here comes the trap. Goes to Carnell. Carnell hands it off to Valadez. Valadez hit from behind. Lost a handle on it. And Osage comes up with the steal. I say hit from behind. He felt like he was hit from behind.
It did look like there was some contact from here. Here we got a whistle blow.
Foul called from way back behind the play. And that's going to be the 14th foul on Cuba. Osage has no fouls on them in this quarter, Steve.
I believe that's Noltkamper there with a foul.
Harrison hit from behind on the shot, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2. The COMC free throw line for Blake Harrison, where he is a 77.3% free throw shooter on the season.
Noltkamper with his third foul on the night, 2 right in a row.
First free throw up and in, makes it a 15-point game.
Blake Harrison was 17 on the night.
Second free throw good. Substitution on the floor for Cuba, and they will put in Max Keogh, a freshman, Steve. Hey, we're down by 16 now. Get out there, freshman. Make something happen for us. Gibson gets it off the inbound. Again, no fouls on Osage here in this third quarter as they look to extend this lead. Cuba came out and had quite a flurry to start the third, and now Osage has backed it up here in the latter half. Carnell with it in the corner, dribbles in, goes right at Wall. That's a tough finish over Ewall, but he gets it to go. Staunches the bleeding a bit. Long on the wing, picks up his dribble. Colt Butler has it over to Willoughby. Swung over to Marshall. Marshall wants to work baseline, hands it off to Wall. He's hit. They say fouls on the floor, but still going to result in free throws.
Gibson there with the foul, his third of the night.
Seems like we're the only ones that knew it was in the bonus, Steve. Why didn't you go down there and tell him?
You know, I'm just trying to be a good guest here.
That's fair. I heard you say you're going to stick around for the dance.
I thought we were invited. I thought it was part of it. I mean, why do you think I drove here for 2 hours?
Why wouldn't you bring your wife to this dance on her birthday?
Well, that's a fair point.
Weren't we somewhere last year without her, too? Didn't we go to, like, Mexico on her birthday last year? I think so. Because you did smarter than Steve against her. Maybe that was Valentine's Day.
When I mess up things like that, I just try to erase that from my memory.
Well, I'm here to bring it back. Second free throw, no good with a lane violation. Makes it 53-38, a 15-point advantage. Gibson to working with Carnell. Now Flores. And Keogh is going to shuffle his feet before he shoots the three, and that'll be a turnover. Well, I mean, what's the official verbiage on the turnover, Steve?
Well, Jackson Long launches a three and knocks it down. Sorry not to answer your question, but that was worth talking about. His first bucket of the night. Osage up 56-38. Well, what the WWW's telling me is that a turnover is when you turn the ball over, but before a shot attempt.
Ah, okay. Interesting. So what's it whenever the ball just goes out of bounds then? Like on a rebound?
I guess it's not considered a turnover, technically. But
Long's three-pointer bounces off the front iron, goes over the backboard.
That's if you believe everything you read on the internet.
Is that a turnover?
No. All this talk about turnovers is getting me kind of hungry.
Three-pointer up by Carnell as time expires is no good. Osage will take a 16-point lead in the fourth quarter. 56-40 after three. We'll take a break, come back with the final frame after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
There's a place where you're treated with honesty and respect. A place that believes in you and your community too. A place that wants to help you grow and succeed. A place that is built on giving you friendly, reliable service tailored to you. That place is Mid-America Bank.
We're a bank that's good for you and your community too. Mid-America Bank.
Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
This is Osage Indians Basketball. Back to the game. Back to the game on Cool 102.7.
Back here in Cuba, Missouri, about to start the fourth quarter between the Indians and the Wildcats. Craig on alongside Steve Adams, Wild West on the camera, and Mike Forever Young back in the studio. Osage up 56-40 over Cuba, and they will start this fourth quarter with the basketball. Starters on the floor for the Indians. Long pump fakes a three. Now he'll step into a 15-footer on the baseline. No good. Maverick Trusty there for an off-balance putback. What an athletic play from the Magician.
Nice look by Jackson Long, passing up the three, dribbling in, taking the mid-range jumper, just couldn't to fall, and then we got the Magician flying in like Superman.
Flores lost a handle on it. Ball's on the deck. Gibson has to corral it for the Wildcats. And we saw Cuba score 20 in the first quarter, and they're going to have to put together a similar quarter to get themselves back into this game here in the fourth.
Yeah, Osage winning that third quarter by 7. A big part of that comes from Blake Harrison. He scored 9 in the quarter.
Brown hands it off to Carnell. Carnell goes right to the basket. Foul will be on the floor as Carnell was looking to pass, but it'll be on the Indians.
Jackson Long with his first foul of the night. Well, Carnell's a good-looking player. You know, sometimes you're watching an opposing team and you think, yeah, I wish we could take him with us and put him on our squad. Just a good athlete here, playing well for the Wildcats.
He'll have the basketball and control it for Cuba here on this possession. Gives it over to Flores. Flores with it on the wing, looking for some help. Now finally hands it off to Brown. Brown backing in Trusty. Nice spin move in the lane. And gets that shot to go.
Well, Brown knows how to finish there when he gets in the paint. He's got 8 on the night. They need to give him some more touches.
Just a sophomore. Harrison out to Maverick in the corner. Three-pointer up from him. Rolls around and falls. And Maverick Trusty, 5 points to start this fourth quarter.
He's got 16 on the night. Osage up 61-42. 6:26 left in this game.
I like that look there by Blake Harrison, kicking it out to Maverick on that one. Flores, step back, no good. Harrison with the rebound. Now Harrison over to Maverick. Maverick will pump fake the three, now steps back into another one. Back iron, no good, but Brady Clark, right place, right time, up and in. 21-point advantage for the Indians. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. We'll tell you right now that our next broadcast will come to you live on Tuesday night, where the Indians will head up to Ashland. Conference and district opponent taking on the Southern Boone Eagles, a team we saw in what is technically the second round of the Eugene tournament earlier this year. Osage fell in that one, looking to get that loss back on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think we lost by 7 in that one, 69-62, and a game that we walked away thinking we could have had that game. But Southern Boone, just a very disciplined team, you know, just on both ends of the floor. You can't play sloppy or careless around that team. They take advantage of all your mistakes. I'm looking forward to a chance of seeing these young men redeem themselves, kind of get revenge win against
the protein for
Clark
your
steals the
insurance
inbound.
needs.
Flores tries to get it over, but can't do it. And then Clark finishes at the rim to put him in double digits for the night.
He's got 13. That may be a season high for him.
And Flores going to be called for the walk in the backcourt, so another turnover. Back to the Indians.
Flores with more travel calls than points. That's never good.
Long gets it for the Indians, picked up by Gibson. Goes over to Clark on the wing. Clark inside, now kicked out to Wolf. Wolf will dribble in. Picks it up, finds Clark on the block. Beautiful pass from Luke Wolf and a great finish by Brady Clark. I really, really, really have loved the ball movement here from the Indians in the second half. Good shot selection. A lot of circles right at the rim, Steve. Gibson, his shot does everything but go down. Harrison has the rebound. Now he lost it from behind, and Brown picks it up. I get when you fake them out like that, Steve, they're just done. Oh no, they come back and they steal it from you.
Well, I'm impressed by what the Osage has done here with, really, the Wildcats have done a good job of taking Jackson Long away, just defending him from one end to the other. And so we've had to fill that gap, and we've done a good job with it.
Maverick dribbles in, puts a shot on the glass, no good. Fight for the board, and I think Maverick going to be called for the foul on the rebound there. As he was fighting, Brown got knocked to the floor. Just his second foul. Tough to know. They are not updating the...
No, they're not.
the player tracker up there.
That's what I have for a second, yeah.
Or maybe that column that I thought was points is actually players. I've not give up. 67-42 here. Brown working against Long and just goes up and over.
Brown with double digits. He's got 10 on the night.
Clark in the corner finds Harrison cutting through. Harrison gets Carnell off the deck and then just finishes the easy shot at the rim.
The Blake show, he's got 20 on the night.
And if you're going to give him that kind of look, he's going to finish it.
Yeah. No pump fakes needed on that one.
Carnell, tough shot on the rim, no good. Harrison with the rebound, kicks it up ahead to Maverick. Maverick has it. He goes in the lane, puts it up on the rim, and it falls 71-44. And somehow this game has gotten away from us, Steve.
Trusty with 18.
The 3-point lead for the Wildcats after one, a 9-point lead for the Indians at halftime, and now Osage finds themselves up 71-44.
Osage winning this quarter 15-4, so this is the second quarter of the night here that we've limited in here single digits so far.
Brown out of bounds on the shot, no good. Well, I guess not mass substitution for the Indians here, but they'll bring in 4 new players.
Brown showing us he needs to take his shots in the paint there. He looks pretty good with his footwork there in the paint, but that three was nothing. So pretty. So on the floor, we've got Wall, Willoughby, Trusty, Butler, and Marshall.
Maverick with it. He'll just take the three up top. Right iron, no good. Wall fights for the rebound, pulls it down. Butler with it. Kicked over to Maverick once again. Maverick to Marshall in the corner. He'll pull it back. Colt Butler will pull the trigger. Three-pointer up from him. Right iron, no good. Maverick with the rebound, surrounded by 3 Wildcats. Ball swung around. Marshall has it. Push shot. No good from about 8 feet, and Cuba has the rebound coming up on 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. Gibson over to Nolt Camper, now back to Gibson. His shot on the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. He goes to the deck. Maverick has it for the Indians. Kicked up ahead. That ball tipped, knocked away. And then Gibson, who was on the deck before, stands up and gets himself an easy layup.
Gibson's got a dozen on the night. 71-46 in favor of the Indians. Just under 3 minutes left in this contest.
Three-pointer by Maverick. Trusty on the other end.
He's got 21. 4 for 10 from three-point land.
That was a move that I perfected, Steve. If I didn't get the shot to go down here, I would just lay down on the floor and wait for the offense to come back. I had no desire to play defense. Shot on the rim by Nolt Camper. And then Robert Dubbs will check in as Maverick Trusty will take a seat. Good night from Maverick here. (74-48). Fourth quarter brought to you by United Rentals. Marshall into the lane. Left hand underhand layup. Hits the top of the backboard first. It's made our cameraman sick to his stomach. He can't even watch this.
That's usually one that the motor finishes just a little high on that one.
Tyler Marshall, known Seattle Seahawk fan. You got to think he's excited for.
There's not many known out there.
They usually hide in the shadows, so credit to Marshall where it's due.
Dubbs gets his first foul of the night.
Way to get in the books, Robert.
I tell you, I say there's a lot of Seahawks fans I've noticed in those last couple of weeks for sure.
Yeah, well, I think you're bound to see a bunch of them this Sunday for sure.
I'm jumping on the bandwagon. You gave me permission.
I did not.
No, you did. I got text proof. I'll allow it. That's what you said.
Oh, yeah. I picked the wrong GIF. Blaine Sperling will check in as Willoughby will take a seat.
Just under 2 minutes left in this contest. Osage up 74-48.
Gibb working against Sperling. Picks up his dribble, now looking for some help. Tough take, Sperling with the block, and comes up with it. Now kicked up ahead to Marshall. Marshall, stutter step, and there's that left-hand finish at the rim by Tyler Marshall.
Tyler Marshall with 7 on the night. 76-48 in favor of the Indians.
90 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter. Noltkamper right to the rim, no good. Marshall down with the rebound. Now he'll kick it up ahead to Sperling. Sperling thought about the three. Now back over to Marshall. Colt Butler in the corner. His three-pointer up, rims around, doesn't go. Ethan Wall with the rebound, put back, and the foul. He'll go to the line for one more.
That'll give Wall 7 on the night. Missed who that foul was on. They're not helping us with the in-house data here.
They gave up. They have given up on the scorer tree.
And the clock is just running here.
31-point game, 79-48.
Ethan Wall now with 8. 45 seconds left in this contest, and with the lead as it is, the clock's just going to run here.
Noltkamper hands it off to Keogh. Keogh spins in, gives it back to Gibson. Gibson picks up his dribble, now over to Keogh once again. Keogh going to work into the lane. Out to Adderley. His three-pointer is back iron, no good. Colt Butler down with the board. Butler lost a handle on it. Gibson gets the steal, and he'll finish the layup. Dubs with it, under 20 seconds to go. Over to Sperling across the timeline. Kicked over to Marshall, up top Dubs. He'll take the long three. Rims off, no good. Adderley tracks down the board for the Wildcats. Dubs had a good look at it, Steve, just could not get it to go, and that's how this one is going to come to an end. The final score here is going to be 79-50. Osage, a 29-point victor over the Cuba Wildcats tonight. We'll take a break, come back with the post-game show, do some interviews, get you set for next Tuesday. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Rock Island Insurance, the pro team for your insurance needs. At Rock Island, they keep you on track with coverage you can afford for home, vehicle, property, casualty, and life. Juke the big hits. And let Rock Island Insurance block the way when it comes to your insurance needs. A proud supporter of our Osage Indians. Look them up online and Facebook. Rock Island Insurance, keeping you on track.
Show your ride some love this month with a new set of tires. At Sunset Tire and Service, they've got the Bridgestone and Firestone tires you need to drive with confidence. From innovative Bridgestone to dependable Firestone, their tire experts will help you find the perfect fit for your vehicle and your driving style. Visit them at 955 Missouri Highway 42 in Osage Beach, or schedule your appointment online at sunsettireandservice.com. Your ride and your wallet will thank you. This school and holiday season, visit your new owners and professional team at your local UPS store next to Deerbergs in Osage Beach. Get printing, a full business center, notary, shipping, and mailboxes. Your red carpet full-service UPS center. UPS makes it easy with realtor, military, and small business discounts. They'll pick up packages for you. Open 7 days a week. Backing local schools and surrounding areas. Let UPS back you and take care of your printing and shipping. UPS online or at 573-365-6991.
Choosing an assisted living community for yourself or someone you love is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. At Stonebridge, we provide care that meets the unique needs of each of our residents, along with social activities that match their passions. This is what peace of mind looks like: an attentive staff and a safe, comfortable environment our residents are happy to call home. That's the Stonebridge way. Visit StoneBridgeSeniorLiving.com to learn more.
This is Anna Marie Hopkins with Smarter Move Real Estate Group, powered by Ozark Realty. Now is the time to make the smarter move, and let me help you with your real estate needs. Whether you are buying or selling at the Lake of the Ozarks or anywhere in mid-Missouri, call me, Anna Marie, at 573-544-3587. I can prove there's a smarter move.
smarter move.
Game analysis, stats, and more. It's Osage Indians Basketball. And this is the postgame show on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in Cuba, Missouri, where the Indians pick up the win tonight over the Cuba Wildcats. Final score 79-50. Joining me here for the postgame show, I've got the magician, Maverick Trusty. And Maverick, he came in here tonight, Cuba, 3 wins on the season, but they did not play like a team that came into tonight with 3 wins. It was their court warming. There was a lot of energy in this place. They gave you what I have to believe is their best shot there in the first quarter. Talk about trying to come back from taking that shot from them and just kind of get back into your rhythm.
I mean, Henshaw said it this week that their record didn't show that they were a good team, but they had beaten a good Class 5 school, and we knew that they had it in them to beat us. So we had to come in a little sluggish in the first half, but we pulled away in the second half.
Tuesday night, it kind of took a while to get the offense going, to get over that hump, and it seems like that's a thing that's kind of been a trend this season for School of the Osage at times, is getting over that hump. The hump there in that second quarter, you got the momentum going. Talk about the difference between Tuesday night's game and how it took a long time to get that to how you got it a little more quicker here tonight.
I think it came down to toughness. We talked about it before the game, how we need to be a tough team throughout the whole game, not just the second half. So coming out, being the tougher team, and just trying to get out early is mainly how we got it done.
They gave you a bit of a different defensive look than probably what you're going to see all season. A lot of face guarding and a lot of full court pressure with that face guarding. I mean, your defender at times probably could have turned around and knocked the ball away from Ethan or Blake. Talk about going up against that defense and what you guys were trying to do to counteract that.
I mean, early in the game, we were just, me and Jackson just standing on the wings, letting the other guys play 3-on-3. That's about all we had to do in the beginning.
And that is what you did. You wind up bringing home the win tonight, 79-50, as we get set to move into some district and conference play. Where's the team's head at right now as we set off on a more difficult part of the schedule?
I wouldn't say we're comfortable. We definitely have a long ways to go to get into districts, and as we start in conference, we're going to have to be even tougher than we were tonight.
That's Maverick Trusty joining us here for the postgame. Maverick, thank you for your time. Go Seahawks.
No. I'm kidding, yeah.
Take off that. No, get him out of here.
I'm with you.
Oh, okay. That's fine. All right, thank you. I was about to say, get him out of here. Okay, that's Maverick Trusty joining me here for the post-game show. Thanks, Maverick. We'll get Isaac Yoder with the headset on here now. Isaac, Maverick said that you guys had talked this week about how on paper Cuba's record wasn't that great, but you knew you were going to get energy out of them tonight. Even you had to be a bit surprised, though, by that first quarter. 20 points in the first quarter for the Wildcats, and it really took a big swing at the Indians.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we were going to get their best shot. It's their court warming, and they were going to come out and throw stuff at us that, we'd have to come and compete with them.
Osage really kind of still struggling to find their outside shot, but I liked what I saw in the second half. Talk about the ball movement, especially by the bigs in the second half, to get better looks at the rim.
Yeah, I mean, the first half they threw a lot of junk at us. Second half,